Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Crohn's Magic Corner, our lovely little group here on Facebook. For everybody watching the live streams, or if you don't know who I am, hello there. I'm Rachel Arazo. I'm the headmistress of the Crohn Academy, and Crohn's Magic Corner is where we go ahead and do all of our lives. Today, because we like to do workshops and all kinds of content here for you guys to be able to answer your questions and help you develop your intuitive reading biz from maiden to crone, whether you're just starting out or you want to break the 10K glass ceiling. This space is for you. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I made my first $1,000 months using just passive income. Because this is a topic that my crones are going to cover this year for the Academy. That I really enjoy chatting with them about. And if you want to learn more about the Academy, just go to www.crownacademy.com. Super easy, super awesome. Good morning, Janice. Hope you're doing fabulous. I did see a ding for your message. I'm going to answer you in a little bit, though. I've been prepping for the workshop. Oh, and before we start, I've got some, and as people are filing in, I've got some awesome announcements. So first off, those of you that can see in the description, wherever you are, we're going to be having a challenge next week. And we're going to be branching off of this subject, where it's all about passive income and delegation. And really, this is the next level stuff while you're waiting for your current offers to go through, or if your current offers have been great and you want to up your income even more, passive income is fabulous. So next week we are going to have the Delegate, Automate, Celebrate challenge. For 5 days, we're going to go ahead and cover everything that you need to know about passive income, everything that you need to know about building a team, because when you get to a certain level, you honestly need help. And how to use automation so that you can make yourself available for even more people that you can heal, more people to coach or to make products for, and how to create your empire as someone in the metaphysical field. So we're going to be doing that next week. You can actually sign up now. Just look at the description wherever you're at. And that'll give you lifetime access to the bonus workbooks and the replays and any other goodies that I decide to give you. And then I'm actually going to be extending enrollment for the Crown Academy. I got yesterday during my emotion code session, which is awesome. I had this thought run on my mind of making it even more available for people. And I got this really strong urge that I would be able to help more people get with even more flexible things to work with for the Academy if I extended it. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the enrollment. It'll be until the end of this month now. So if anybody was freaking out that they're not able to join us for classes this semester, you just have to catch up with March's classes that are going on right now. But you have until the end of March to go ahead and hop into the Academy now. Woo! Hi, Judy. I hope you're doing fabulous this morning. Okay, so while I pull up the little list of topics that had popped up on the Facebook group for passive income, you ladies that are here right now, what do you know about passive income? Do you even know what it is? Are you using any of it for your business? Inviting people. Let me know in the comments, because I personally, passive income is my jam. I adore passive income. Ooh, one just popped in my head. I gotta write it down. Etc. And I'm in my gum mode today. I love gum. I tried it, but I don't get it very often. Let's see. Do Miss Tracy, do Miss Jennifer, do Miss Caitlin. Amanda would really like this. Lauren would really like this. Everybody in here would probably really like this topic because I love passive income. But there's a few people I know especially would really enjoy this today. Stephanie, I'm tagging you because you asked a really wonderful question. Elmira, let me know if I butchered your name. Please let me know. But hi, I'm glad that you're here, Miss Nightwood. The best I know of are digital downloads and self-paced online courses. Absolutely. A lot of people have those. Hi, Inger. I hope you're doing fabulous today. Let's see, Noelle, hello. Nicole, hello. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Passive income, those are a couple of different forms that it can pop up in. I'm going to let you know today all the different kinds that you can do. And then next week for our challenge, the Delegate, Automate, Celebrate challenge that we're going to start on Monday, I'm going to teach you how to apply those because there's a lot of different streams that you could do. And it's going to be super, super fun. Blessed be. Hello. Yay. Thank you. I'm glad I got it right. Hi, Angie. I hope you're doing really fabulous today. Happy Friday. Everybody's doing awesome. Okay, so let me actually take out my gum. I should probably take this out of my mouth because nobody wants to see me, while I'm trying to talk to you guys and teach. So, passive income. Passive income. Let me tell you how I got started with it, because when I first started my business, a few of you already know the story of I started my business back when I was in college. I was finishing my super senior year of college, getting my degree in theater, and we needed Pampers. We needed diapers. I needed to be able to take care of my daughter, and it was coming close to graduation, and I was thinking about what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And theater kind of went out the door, and not because I know that it's possible with children to be able to be successful as an actor. It absolutely can be successful, and some people are really great at doing that juggling. However, especially after my daughter, I had this overwhelming need to want to be home and at the same time be able to heal people like I could when I was doing acting. And the closest thing that I found to being in that kind of Zen space still was being a reader, doing readings for people, helping them with their life stuff, because I got that same kind of connection with a person while I was doing a reading that I did while I was putting on a show and I was entertaining them. And both are entertainment purposes, right? Legally. So I started working on my Etsy shop for doing readings. Modern Lotus Garden was my original Etsy shop for doing readings, and that's what I focused on. But my problem, whenever I do anything, is I do it very quickly. Even though I'm a double Taurus, I've got my Mercury in Gemini, so I'm very much, if I've been thinking about it for a long time, the application is very quickly for me. I look up everything and its mother like very, very fast. We just started, Heidi, no worries. Hi, Jill, hope you're doing awesome. And hello, Heidi, I hope you're doing wonderful as well. So, while I was waiting for readings to happen, because as some of you know that you were getting started with your businesses, people don't, it's not like you're going to put up one reading and everyone's going to knock down your door. It takes time. Just like SEO, like searching like tags that you would put on a website or on Etsy or anything like that, it takes minimum 30 days, max 90 days. Well, sometimes even minimum 90 days in order for a website to realize you exist, and for you to actually start getting searchable results. If it takes that long and you're having that money panic in your head of what can I do? What do I need to do in order to get some kind of food on the table or get some funds on the table? You start trying to think of things. And then the thing for me, it was even worse because of how quickly I go through things. So within a week, I had everything that you needed to do. And I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs thinking, okay, what can I do now while this is happening? What can I multitask and work on now while I'm waiting for the search engine to catch up with me? What can I do while I'm waiting for things to happen? And at first, it was blogging and doing reviews of other Etsy sites that are within my niche, that kind of thing. And the problem with that was I would be in the middle of my classes typing blog posts and putting them up. I would have 3 months of blog posts 3 times a week, like scheduled ahead of time on Weebly, on my on my sucky little free Weebly site, and it wasn't very good because it was draining time away from my kid. It was draining time away from school that I was supposed to be paying attention to. And then when I was at home, I was trying to be on every social media. I was trying to post on the Facebook page. I was trying to participate in other Facebook groups to try to get other people's tips on things. I was in every Etsy group trying to talk to people about, can you review my listing? I want to make sure that it's perfect. I was constantly tweaking my photos. I was posting on Instagram. I was attempting to use Twitter. I was on Tumblr. I was everywhere. Trying to get started with running my business. And because I was everywhere at once, there would be nights that I was up till 2, 3 a.m. and this sleeping bull, like this Taurus cannot do well without sleep. I need my 9 hours of sleep. So it made me very crabby, and it made me very, it didn't end very well. And then after, the thing that really helped turn it around for me, right? The thing that helped me get out of that spot was first using automation. I have used every automation you could probably think of, especially when it comes to Facebook and Pinterest. Because I was trying to get more things done at once. I was trying to post regularly. So I used every free trial that I could figure out. And then I finally settled on one that I really, really like. I'm going to talk to you guys about today. And that freed up my time tremendously. And that was for Pinterest and for Facebook. Because on Pinterest, I'm pretty much a bomb. I'm pretty awesome. But I mainly use this one for Facebook. And it freed up my time endlessly. I wasn't going on to Pinterest posting 18 times a day manually and trying to share my blog out there. I wasn't going on Facebook trying to show up and like be everywhere at once and show that I'm active because somebody's got to sleep, right? And so in general, it just freed up my time. And I was actually able to be more present with my family. And then, as we'll talk about in the challenge, the next steps after doing that, I started building a team and everything. But something that really bumped it up even more for me was passive income. So in case you don't know what that means, is it's something that you make once and you're done with it. Something that you have generating in the background. A lot of people like to talk about making a course as passive income. A lot of people like to talk about printables and digital products as passive income. I personally, I have used a ton of stuff, and this is over the course of almost 3 years that I've been doing this business, all of the different passive income that I've created. And within my first year of business, I started making consistent $1,000 months just with doing my passive income. And I'm going to share you a couple of different methods like that today. So do I have everybody so far? Can you relate to anything that I've told you? Let me know in the comments because I would love to know. Let me see. Hello, Layla. I hope you're doing fabulous. Definitely pop in for a little bit. Hi, Brenda. Hope you're doing fabulous as well. Let's see. Give me hearts and likes if you're feeling really good about this so far. Cool. They started popping in. Awesome sauce. Yeah, and the reason why I really love passive income, because like I said, this is for the kind of person that's like me, where maybe you're in the middle of a launch, or, I have neighbors moving in upstairs apparently. Maybe you're in the middle of a launch and you're freaking out about money and you don't have enough funds coming in. So you're trying to figure out what you can do in the meantime. Or perhaps you really, really love some products and you want to figure out if there's a way that you could also make a referral cut from it, or whatever it is that you would like more money for. this is something that gets you more of those small business owner happy dances where an order comes in or a ping or a ching comes in on your phone and you're like, yeah, I got some money. This is a way to do that as well. So, the biggest thing about passive income is it needs to match your business. It does not matter what niche you're in, but especially in the metaphysical stuff, a lot of the times I notice with my students or even outside of that, that we try to be the Walmart of psychics. We do this with our readings, where we will do a reading for everybody and their mom at $5. We really don't want to do that. That's how you get burnout. When it comes to selling physical products, it's the same thing. We love metaphysical shops. We love going into metaphysical shops. But the thing about that, is if you try to do that, it's going to be a lot harder to appease everyone if you're trying to sell to everyone. Make sure it matches what you do, and it'll flow wonderfully. Some wonderful examples of this, Jennifer Donovan. I'm going to keep talking about her. I had my emotion code session with her, and she matches her emotion code readings and her body code readings with essential oils. Okay, that's a wonderful pairing. So she could make money passively off of essential oils while also creating a package and putting them together, or just doing emotion code. She has some options there. If you see one example that's not metaphysical, if you are big into YouTubers, a couple of the top YouTubers that are on the platform are Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They're both gamers. And they recently came out with a clothing line because they wanted something to match everybody that would be comfortable while you are gaming. So they came out with Cloak. That is their fashion. Another gamer, I don't know if he's number one, like the top subscribed channel anymore. PewDiePie, everybody has mixed feelings about him, but he is an affiliate for Game Fuel for gamers. He also has a chair that if you are into memes, like my fellow millennials are, if you see anything for him and people are, can you do this? He has a gamer chair that can lay completely down that people make fun of, but that's passive income for him. If you see anybody with sponsors, like, I'm going to keep talking about gamers because I love watching gamers. Dashy Games. He released a Mortal Kombat 11 video because Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out. And he gets sponsored by Microsoft a lot, and by Sony, and by Bethesda, and all the big gaming companies sponsor him to play the games. And that is passive income for him, because then every time someone watches that video and they use his link, it goes to them. Or even people like JonTron. He became a big spokesperson for Flex Tape because he did a review for it, and now he's getting Flex Tape sales. So these are people outside of metaphysical businesses, but it's examples of passive income in a couple of different ways, right? So let me look at this. Hi, Crystal. I hope you're doing fabulous. Thank you so much for this live. One of my goals this year is to develop at least 2 sources of passive income. And you know what? It's ridiculously easy. It's very easy. There are all kinds of different ones. But the biggest thing is just make sure it matches your business. So I'm going to give the Crown Academy as an example for how I do passive income. So originally, when I first started, before the Crown Academy even was a thing, on the Modra Lotus Garden website, I was doing reviews for other Etsy shops that were metaphysical. I didn't ask them to send me products. I just wanted an interview with them. I'd ask them a couple questions about how they make their stuff. And I would mention magical correspondences, or I'd talk about the things like the essential oils that they use and how you can use them for magical purposes, and give a link to the shop. And the link would, like, or if you use a certain coupon code, then they know that they're coming from me. That was one way I did it. I did it at the time for just free promotion. I didn't get paid for that, but that is one method. If you want to do reviews for people, people will pay you to do a review. Even some automation places will pay you to do reviews. Or you can do that for products. You can get paid in products. That's one way. But now what I am officially using is affiliate sales. I do passive income courses things that I've already made that are courses that I sell just behind the scenes. Digital downloads are my big one, and done for you printables and done for you print on demand products. That is my big stuff, and I'm gonna break that down a little bit in a second so you know exactly how I'm doing this. So what I decided to do first was, anytime, if you pay attention to how I lay stuff out, I do it for a reason. The original way that I was doing things, that those of you who have known me for more than a year or so will notice, is that the way that we used to do things was every month we would have a workshop, a series, or a challenge. The series and the challenges stayed free. The workshops were free for limited time, and then they had to be paid for. So all the stuff I have ever created has been put on Thinkific. That's the Crone Academy vault, croneacademy.thinkific.com. You can go there and sign up for anything. The stuff on there that you need to pay for, that would be counted as passive income. That would technically be a passive income course. You can do that with recordings of anything. I have a coach that has very few things that are out there for free. Usually it's like a couple of dollars that she charges for a challenge or a series or something like that. But that is the most popular that people tell you to do first, because it establishes you as an expert. Totally get that. However, for my readers and my healers, it's a little hard, because courses might not be your thing. You might not want to teach. You might just want to do your readings, and you need a different type of passive income to match you. So for those that are interested in courses, you can make free ones through Teachable, through Thinkific. That's what I really like. I'm experimenting with Teachable this year. You could use Udemy, or if you have a website, you could use a WordPress plugin for that. You could. The Crone Academy itself, I'm using a WordPress plugin for, that once you do enrollment and you give your first payment for enrollment, then it takes you to registration to register on the actual Crone Academy website. So that's how I set up my courses. So that's one option that you can absolutely do. And if at any time you have questions about the stuff that I've mentioned, seriously pop it below and I will absolutely answer your question. The next one, that while I was working on building up content and giving a lot of stuff for you guys to work on, because this group is filled with a lot of stuff, right? Is I did digital downloads. So one example that I'm going to show you guys is, after I started moving away from doing readings, I started making printables. So the Crone Academy has a kind of, I'm calling it our bookstore, because that's where I put all kinds of printables in there for people to use, or anything that is handmade, like pendulums and things like that. Tarot decks used to be on here, but not anymore. And this was a mixture of digital downloads that you can take a look at, and drop shipping when it was coming to tarot decks. So first off, digital downloads, it's something that you'd make once and you'd put it as a digital download. I use Etsy for this, but there are other platforms that you could probably use digital stuff for. You can also use WordPress. If you use WooCommerce, you're able to have digital downloads on your website. Thinkific and all the course sites that you can do is one option of where you can put digital downloads as well. Any workbooks I give you on there, any videos or meditations, that counts as a digital download. These I make through a couple of different means. I'll make them in Canva, or I'll make them in Photoshop, but I always make sure all the photos are mine. This is where you can hear people talk about mock-ups and things like this. My crones, don't get overwhelmed. I'm going to teach you how to do this year. We're literally going to, passive income is what my crones are going to master this year. It's going to be fabulous. But this is my main one on what helped me get to the path to like my $1,000 months when it came to passive income. Because I was making things that I really loved. I know how Etsy's algorithm works and how their SEO works. So I was just playing to something that I already knew how to do, and used it for a digital product. And I already had an Etsy coach that would that was more than happy to help me with that. And I actually have some more stuff in the works this year, digital stuff that I'm going to be popping up on there. So I'm excited. So digital downloads are really fun. For my readers and my healers, you can absolutely do digital stuff. This would be if you have a meditation you want to share with people. If you are a maker and you want to do some kind of passive stuff. I know a lot of knitters and crocheters and seamstresses that use Etsy to sell their products. Sometimes as a freebie or as something to make a little passive income off of, they make a pattern and they sell it on their Etsy shop. For a lot of coaches, they use checklists and little ebooks and that kind of thing. Handouts that come with a webinar. That kind of stuff counts as digital downloads. So how's everybody so far? When it comes to courses and digital downloads, are you understanding what I'm saying here? If this is to give you some ideas on things that can go towards your business. It does take time to get things up and running, but this is something that you could create that while you are waiting for a launch to happen, or if you're in a freak out moment about money's not coming in, that kind of thing, work on some passive income stuff that you make it one and done. Because even these, you can add them as little bonuses. Those of you, again, who've been here before, know the digital downloads. Some of those you see on the shop, I've given to you guys for free as for being awesome community members. Because I felt like it. Like, I have downloadable stickers in on there that I just give you guys. Hi, Lauren. I hope you're feeling better. I'll text you soon. Okay, I've got hearts. Cool, I've got hearts. So, courses and digital downloads. Digital downloads are my fave, but because that was the chunk of my stuff, but I use a lot more than that. So the next one that people like to talk about, that's kind of passive income, but it really isn't. It's something that you need to keep up with a little bit more, and if you're gonna make it your main source of income, it's gonna take some work, is membership websites. Some of you remember last year when the Crone Academy was a membership website, and I had to be in there consistently every month giving you guys stuff. We did Q&As, we did challenges, we did series. I gave you guys cool little tutorials. We tried to do the Secret Psychic gift exchange. We did all kinds of stuff in there. And that's because if you have a membership website, you need to be in there at least once a month to give people content. It can't be for a really high price. If you do, then the quality of the work that you give needs to match that, or you need to meet more than just once a month. I have some coaches that have membership websites. My Etsy coach has one, and she'll say, I recommend that you have it for this amount of time or this amount of time. And she has so much stuff in there. But it matches her price. She is giving 4+ times the value of what the price is for. So if you choose to do a membership website, I want you to keep in mind that you need to consistently show up and really give content. The same thing goes for reading circles. If you're a healer or a reader and you want to do reading circles as kind of a membership, like how the Moon Sister Activation Circle was that I did with Susie, that was a membership that we ran. That every month we showed up, and it was different every month because it was a different goddess every month, different planet alignment, stuff like that. So it can work, but make sure that you are not draining yourself based on what the price of some things are, okay? You can do this through a WordPress plugin, again, or you could use any of the course websites like Thinkific or Teachable or Udemy. They actually, that's what they mention the most on there, is this is your membership site. They want you to treat it like it's your website, which you absolutely can. You just might need a higher, actually paid package with them and not just the free version in order to pull that off, because that's how you can get reoccurring monthly payments on there. Hi, Megan. I hope you're doing awesome. So that's one option. And again, so far, we've got courses, digital downloads, and membership stuff, right? Next one that was kind of part of digital downloads, like passive for that for my stuff, was drop shipping. So drop shipping, I want to make this super clear. Drop shipping is if you don't make the product, but you are authorized by a company to sell it. You put in the order through them at a cheaper price, like a wholesale price, and they ship it directly to the customer. And the only thing that you would handle is maybe returns, maybe not. That counts as drop shipping. You aren't creating the item. You are picking the item and sending it to them. So if you get tarot decks from me, sometimes that's why it's cheaper, is because I'm a drop shipper through a couple of different places. A few places do this. Azure Green does it. US Games does it. But you do need to have a licensed EIN. And you need to be able to actually have your business set up as an LLC because they verify that stuff. Okay? So drop shipping is really handy. You can do it anywhere with internet connection. And sometimes there's one person that I know, Emily Muniz. She was a reader. I believe she's a drop shipper, but she might just be an affiliate for US Games. And in New York, when she does the fairs every year, sometimes she's at the US Games booth, and she makes a lot of money doing that. So sometimes if you are a drop shipper for somebody or an affiliate, they will have you represent their brand if you've been a long-time customer. And I just saw a question here. Heidi says, how hard is it to be an LLC? You just have to look up your state's laws. I'm not a licensed tax professional or a lawyer or anything, so I can't tell you how much it'll be for your state. I just know basic stuff for Colorado. I had to go downtown and I had to go file my stuff. And every quarter, if you make over a certain amount of money, you need, even before that, once you register, every quarter you need to file taxes, even if you've made nothing. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you want to set up your business as yours and get your legal standing under your feet, you can start with just being a sole proprietorship, and that will be enough. But if you start making a certain amount of money every month, or if you want to do local events, you need to have an LLC. Like, I don't think there's, at least in Colorado, there isn't a fair that I can't go have a booth at that will allow me to go without being registered for the state. So I have to have it. Actually, I'm doing a fair this weekend that I had to give the lady my info over the phone. So that's something to keep in mind for LLCs. Absolutely. Wonderful question. But for drop shipping, I really enjoy it. That, the only reason I don't have, you got to be careful with your drop shipping and what some marketplaces will allow. Amazon Marketplace allows drop shipping. As long as it's under your name and they get verification that you are legally allowed to sell these things, they don't care. Go ahead and sell it. And it has to match within their rules. Etsy will not allow drop shipping of products that are not handmade and you did not have a hand in the process of making. So tarot decks that I did not personally make, I had to take them down. That's how come if you want tarot decks from me, you have to contact me directly because they're not on Etsy anymore. Google, nope. I'm reading ahead. But if you want to look up drop shippers for metaphysical businesses, go ahead and do some research. All of this stuff requires you doing a little bit of research beforehand and playing to your strengths. Healers and readers, and I'm mainly talking to them because my makers, you could easily drop ship products. You could do Amazon wholesale or handmade. You could do Etsy wholesale or handmade. And you have a lot more options because you're making a physical product. My coaches, you're mainly going to be focusing on passive income through digital downloads and courses. But my healers and my readers, it's a little trickier for you. For when you're doing drop shipping as a reader or healer, you could do essential oils. But that's more of an affiliate. So I'm going to get to that in a second. But you would have to get creative with drop shipping places that would allow you to send things to your clients, maybe to aid with a healing or a reading that you've given them, as an example. Where do we see your tarot decks? I might still have them on my profile. I know everybody in the academy, I have a little unit section for it. If you guys want to know what decks that I have available for you guys, I can add it to the unit section here. Just let me know. Right now, I've got the Dark Fairy Tale, Halloween Oracle, Dreams of Gaia. Like, message me if there's a particular deck you want, because I might have it. I have a lot of them. Just let me know, and I will go ahead and let you know what the price is plus shipping. But that's a wonderful question. They might be on my business profile, though. Go look on my business page. They might be in there under services. Next one, after drop shipping, is affiliate sales. So a lot of bloggers on Pinterest like to talk about how they made passive income with their blogs using affiliate sales. So affiliate is different than drop shipping because even though you're representing a company, you still have no hand in shipping anything or putting in an order for something. This means that maybe you have a link with a code of yours on the end of it that when someone clicks that link and they buy something, then you might get a portion of the sales. It's not going to charge anybody extra. It's just going to give you a cut of the sale. Bloggers like to use Google AdSense. They like to use Amazon affiliate. I used that for a little bit. Almost every program that you can think of has an affiliate section. Even my hotline people, Keen has affiliates. Zodiac Psychics has affiliates. And if you get people to come join them, they will give you a cut of whatever they decide to spend. My personal favorite right now, because I've been an affiliate for past courses that I've been a part of, like my Etsy coach who runs the subscriber tribe, Jenny Waldrop, I'm an affiliate for her. I've been an affiliate for a lot of stuff. My favorite one right now is Creative Market because of how much I use them, and they do mock-ups, photos, fonts. They do 6 free goodies every week. I love Creative Market, and I used it so much and saw them put out a bulletin for affiliates. I'm like, well, I recommend them enough, I may as well do it. So that's why I really, really love. But check and see if there's a particular brand. So if you really like doTERRA essential oils, go ask about their affiliate stuff. Or if you're into herbs that you use for your content, see if they have an affiliate thing. Or if you can drop ship herbs for them. There is a tea place that I know that I am registered to do for wholesale stuff. Wholesale stuff is kind of like that. You're just buying in bulk at a lower price. That kind of goes with it because then you just have to mention I'm using X, Y, and Z tea for this product or something like that. So affiliates are really good to get tiny income, but if you're going to use affiliate sales, then make sure that you have one of the other things like a blog or a digital download or a course or something that you can recommend content to. So for example, the chakra workshop that we did last year, if I was an Amazon affiliate still, I could have added an Amazon affiliate link to the books that I recommended instead of just recommending the books. I'm not, so I didn't add it. But for example, my business students, I let them know, my mothers and my crones, hey, go get your stuff once a week from Creative Market. They have 6 free goodies every week, and go get your stuff through there because it's licensed to you, and I don't want you to get sued for using someone else's photos. And I let them know this is an affiliate link. It's not going to charge you any extra, but because I'm recommending you, it's just an affiliate link. And they click it, and whatever they buy, I'll go ahead and get a credit to my account for it. So that's something that you can absolutely do. Ideas. How am I getting with everybody so far? Do you have questions? How are you feeling? Because we've got courses, digital downloads, membership websites, drop shipping, and affiliate right now. We've got 5 different things that we've gone over so far. And all of these combined, mainly digital for me, but all of these combined are what has gotten me to the 1,000-month mark. And actually, even this year, it's going to get more than that. I know that it will. Because I really, really love this. I love creating things. Okay. Cool, I'm getting likes. Awesome sauce. So some of these these next things, I just had an idea for another one. Okay. Some of these next things, some of you might use a little bit more. Could you pop a list of all these? In the comments, I just left my notebook at home. Absolutely. Also, no worries if you forget it. I will be mentioning this again at the Delegate, Automate, and Celebrate Challenge that we're starting on Monday. So we're going to go over passive income again, and you will get a handout. We're just chatting about the different options today, and then next week I'll teach you how to apply them to the kind of business that you have. So absolutely. 5 things already? I just got here. I know! That's okay, Stephanie. I've answered some of your questions, but seriously, feel free to pop in more. And hello, by the way. So some of these you guys might also like a little bit more if you're not so physical product about it, or if you're not coaches. But you can literally use all of these for your stuff. Next one is more print on demand and done for you products. So if you don't know what print on demand is, this is for my creative people who maybe are into graphic design or like to use wordplay or something like that, and they want to make products to go with that. I have print on demand products, mainly in my mugs, like my certified crone mug, all of the mugs that I show you guys in like photos where it's like, I think he's the one with the 3 of swords on it. They're my mugs that you can go find on my Etsy shop. Okay? And those are print on demand because I don't have a printer. I'm not making them myself, but I made the art myself and I did it myself. So what I do is I find a website that'll print it on products for me. I like Printful. I use them the most. And you can use them with Etsy. They're just going to be a partner with you on your shop. You can also use Printify, Sticker Mule, all kinds of different people use print on demand. And what happens is then when an order comes in for something, your whatever you've created gets pasted to whatever item you want it on. So that could be a tote bag, that could be shirts, sandals, beach totes, towels, baby rattles, wine glasses. If you see merchandise for somebody, like jackets and stuff like that, that's print on demand. They're probably having somebody ship it for them. But if someone comes, like someone this week bought my little fool mug that's like, yay! And he's just like, yay! Going off of a cliff. They went ahead and grabbed that mug. So I went on Printful, I approved the order, I paid for the mug itself and the shipping. And once it's done, which it was done actually in 2 days, which is ridiculously fast for Printful, it goes ahead and fulfilled it for me. It sent the tracking number to the Etsy customer for me, and it marked it as shipped on Etsy for me. Same thing for when I have them on Amazon Marketplace. If I have an order go through there, it tells me on Printful, I pay for the shipping and the product, and it goes through. They make sure it's packaged really nice. They give you like little descriptions that you can use. They give you mock-ups that you can use, which usually for print on demand, you need to use some kind of Photoshop. And you need to have some basic understanding of Photoshop and using mock-ups and things like that. If you want really good products. Otherwise, you can order samples of stuff and take your own pictures. You can absolutely do that. But print on demand, I see a lot of metaphysical biz owners like, because then you can make taro cloths. You can make curtains. You can make clothing for you to wear to fairs that you've designed yourself. And if someone really likes it, say, hey, yeah, I sell it. You want some? Give me your name and address and money, and I'll go ahead and take care of it for you. I'll send you the tracking. So that's something that you can do as well. Where do you get your fonts for print on demand? Creative Market? Yes, Creative Market. Creative Market does everything. Seriously? I'm gonna type this thing in. Creative Market. Go over there. Go under the free goodies. Make yourself a free account. Every week they have 6 free goodies, and even if you don't use them today, it'll save it to your purchases so you can go back later and get it. I have so much stuff. When I made the Certified Crone Planner, which counts as digital downloads for passive income, when I made that planner, I went on Creative Market and got that gigantic bundle I shared with everybody that was like $30 for over 18,000 icons. I use that to make the planner, all the different stuff in the planner. I got that from Creative Market. Any branding, you can go on there and you can actually see photos that I've used for the website. You'll probably look, if there's any experts that you like to follow, like Christina Quick, Heather Woodward, Susie Stuff, you could probably see. If you look under the witchy stuff, you will probably see photos that they have bought and licensed for themselves. Just read their policies on standard licensing and you'll be fine. You actually own the license for a certain amount of time for these products. So you will never get in trouble. You won't get sued if you use these. Just please don't use Google anymore. I don't want you to get in trouble. Same thing for fonts. The fonts are yours. You don't have to worry about it. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. I love Creative Market. I will preach it all day. I love Creative Market. So use that. You can also, some things that some of you might decide to do that I've actually really, really liked, and I'm actually going to keep doing, is writing books, plays, and screenplays, and writing books. Nowadays, because of how easy it is to get yourself published, especially on Amazon using Kindle Direct Publishing, you can create little ebooks for yourself and sell them. Actually, on my Etsy shop, in the little bookstore for the Crohn's Magic Corner, you can actually look and see there are some ebooks on there. The Using Bath Magic to Grow Your Spiritual Practice ebook is on there. My little Beginner's Guide to Tarot is on there. My Beginner's Guide to Witchcraft is on there. All of those are being revamped this year. And actually for Camp NaNoWriMo, because I like to do the National Novel Writing Months, I'm going to be making you guys a new tarot book for this year. And I'm so excited. I'm going to start writing it in April. So writing a book or a screenplay or something like that is a wonderful little form of passive income with how easy it is to publish. If you want physical copies published, then you would need to reach out to some publishers and start submitting your work. Personally, I've been published in a couple of books of poetry with the American Poet Society. I've been published in a couple of, in a couple of artistic journals for my plays and my short stories. You can find a book of my plays on Amazon. And that's actually a nice little thing every once in a while to get through my email that I've gotten somebody bought my play. Cool. So, and my maidens know my plays because some of the characters you've done practice readings for. But it's fun to write some 10-minute plays for myself and just go ahead and do that. Crohn's this year, we're going to actually be writing books this year, and we're going to edit them, and they're going to go get them sent off for passive income. So that is an option. If you have a book that you've been wanting to write and you have a hard time being accountable for it, definitely work on, definitely write one. Participate in NaNoWriMo. Or if I am like overwhelmed by the amount of people that want to write a book in this group, we will do our own version of National Novel Writing Month. I'll hold you guys accountable and give you some tips and stuff like that for an entire month, and we'll write you a book. We'll do it. Just let me know if you want to do it. Okay. So once you have all that, the next thing that probably a lot of people will do is creating their own decks. That is a really popular passive income for metaphysical folk. They like to create their own decks, and even if you aren't an artist and you aren't hand drawing things, you can absolutely use icons and photos from Creative Market. Make sure you own the license. You can talk to your friends that are photographers and ask them if they have any photos that they'd be able to let you use. You can use stock photos, whatever it is, and you can create your own decks. And you can go print them with a different US games company than the one that's for drop shipping. But you can create your own decks. I've got a deck that I'm working on this year. It's done. I just have to print it off and see the sample, and then I'll go ahead and put it up for sale. It's already made. I just got to do it. And I got to make the little booklet for it. But that is another way a lot of metaphysical folk, readers included and healers included, like doing some kind of passive income, is they'll put their decks up for sale and their books up for sale on Amazon or Etsy, because it's handmade, you're making it. It's technically print on demand if you do it like that, but you're making it yourself. You did the art. You can put it on any marketplace. That you could take to local metaphysical stores and say, hey, I have a deck or I have a book that I would like to sell here. Would you like to be a part of this? And you can actually start building your empire through passive income. A lot of writers, that literally they're making their income through passive income by writing books. That's why they're under pressure to write more books to get more passive income, so that when sales start dipping on the first one, they have something else to put in there. And you have something that you can sell on all kinds of different levels. So we've talked about a lot of stuff right now. We went over courses, digital downloads, membership websites, drop shipping, affiliate sales, writing books, and making your own decks. What are your questions for me? Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have an idea for passive income, this is a safe space. Definitely let me know what it is. If you have questions about passive income, pop them in the comments, because I really, really like it. Let's see. Krista said, these are also great. I have to check out now, but thank you so much for all the info you shared here. Absolutely. And you know what? If you want to learn more how to apply this to your business, like I said, there's a little sign up in the description wherever you're watching this, wherever you can find the description. We will go ahead and do this, like actually apply it to your stuff on starting Monday with the Delegate, Automate, Celebrate challenge that we're going to have here in the group. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. Let's see. Any other questions or thoughts? I would love to know. Let me see. Because when it comes to the coolest thing that I want you to think about when it comes to passive income is it doesn't have to be super complicated, and not one method fits everybody. I want to kind of break that myth for you that you don't have to do a course if you don't want to teach. You don't have to do digital downloads if you feel like you can't get a handle on how to make one that looks really, really good. Ooh, great question. Heidi says, how can you print the writer weight on mugs around copyright? Beautiful question. Okay. This requires knowing your country's laws around copywriting, okay? What I learned, and what is still true, because of having to be in theater and having to do my thesis and finding public domain plays, it counts as public domain for the United States if a publication, whether that is a movie, music, artwork, whatever it is, has been published before 1904. Yes, 1904, I want to say, don't quote me, you might have to look up the exact year. It's like, but in the early 1900s, before 1905. If it has been published before then and the license was not renewed. If it is published before then, according to United States laws, it is public domain. Rider-Waite Smith barely met the mark. So that is a public domain deck that you have seen people use. The problem with Rider-Waite, you have to use the original version that was published by the Rider Publishing Company. You can't use any of the new ones because that is created by US Games and they will sue you. They own that copyright for the new ones. But so you have to very specifically find the public domain one. Same thing with any of the other tarot decks that are public domain. Make sure that that particular deck was published before your country's copyright cutoff. This goes for plays. This is why everyone uses Shakespeare and they never have to use royalties. He ain't got no family that we know of that we can pay royalties to. Okay? This is why a lot of classic classical music, even though we know it's written by Mozart, it's public domain. We can use it, but it has to be specifically by that person. It can't be someone else recreating that music, or anything like that. It says, can you take, just for instance, the Fool from the Fool card and put on a t-shirt without the rest of the card? You could, but again, you got to make sure that it's the published work. The problem, though, if you take just the art, it won't wholly be your art. You have to edit it in some kind of way. So you'd have to cut it. Or I've got a mug. Hold up. Let me get this picture of this mug so you can see what I'm talking about. Listings. Yeah, give me mugs. Mugs, 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 mugs. Sassy, funny mugs. Yes, I know. For example, I've got the lovers, sexy time and parenting. Can I have juice? Knock, please. It's supposed to be like parents. They're in the middle of sexy time and their kid busts in the room. That would be okay because I've edited it myself and I'm using the public domain version. The mug that I was talking about that got shipped. You gonna zoom? Get away from my face. Yay! I edited it. I added, and you can see that's my font. My licensed font. So I've changed that. Here's another example. Let's talk after my morning draw. I edited that hand, which kind of made it look a little inappropriate. I changed the water from the Ace of Cups into brown so it looks like coffee or cocoa. I edited that. So that makes it count. As long as you edit it in some kind of way, then it counts. If you don't, then there's some issues with stuff there. Oh, there's another one. You gonna zoom? Zoom, biznitch. Let's get freaky. Okay. My sassy taro mugs. Because I edited it and I put that there, that counts. Does that make sense, Heidi? Yep, that makes sense. Awesome sauce. Glad. Yeah, if you were to put on a t-shirt, you just got to edit it in some kind of way. Add a blurb, change the color and the saturation. You got to do something with it. That's a really wonderful question, though. I'm glad you asked that, just to make sure that you don't get in trouble. Does anybody else have other questions? Because that was a really, really good one. Stephanie, I know that you were interested in drop shipping. Were you able to hear anything about that? Let's see. Let's see. Make sure I'm good. Let's making sure comments are good. Okay, I'm getting hearts and likes. Cool. So this was a really brief introduction. I just gave you exactly what passive income is. I gave you how you can match it to your business, an example of how I use it for my business model, and different methods that you can use. If you want to learn how to really apply this, make sure that you are here next week for the Delegate, Automate, and Celebrate challenge that we're going to have all next week. There will be a couple days that I'm not live because we have classes. So I will still have a video for you. But we're going to get you mastering not just passive income, but also building your team, like my crones will be doing, and how to find the best automation for you so you can free up more time, make money in the background while you're waiting for launches to happen, things like that. and you can stop freaking out about money and really clearing the reason for you not starting your business being all about money out of your head. Okay, so I hope everyone really, really enjoyed today. By the way, I'm going to download this workshop and I'm going to add it to the info. I'm gonna add it in there for the challenge as like a little bonus for you guys, for you to enjoy. If you came in the middle, hashtag replay please, and let me know if you have any questions still. Definitely watch this whole thing because there's a lot of options here, and I'd love to get those wheels turning for you. So I hope everyone has a fantabulous Friday. I love you all, and I shall be chatting with you soon.